Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard. I am Penge and welcome back to Rimworld, where we continue the tale of our 10 colonies, their 2 muffalo, their 4 but still soon to be 6 camels, their 3 chickens and of course their 2 dogs. And last time out the big story was that we went exploring. We left the base behind, we left this map behind, and we sent 3 intrepid brave colonists off to explore the world if we go to the world. So this is where the base is. And we went over here somewhere. I can't remember the exact time, but it was over here somewhere. And they travelled this way. I think it was largely uneventful. We didn't get anything popping up saying they're under attack or so-and-so is ill or whatever. So I think they made their way over here. We saw a whole new bit of the world because it's a whole new map over here. Each one of these little sections is a new map area, I believe. Just like this is a map that we're on now with the base. This over here was a whole new map area. And in fact, you know what? That means that the world of Rimworld is enormous. Look at that. Oh my goodness me. That's only just really occurred to me that each one of these is its own individual map that you can exploit for resources and there's animals on it and all that kind of stuff. Look how big the world is. How much map is there? Oh my word. Okay, right. My tiny mind has been blown. Wow. Okay, so Rimworld worlds are enormous, right? Gotcha. So I was thinking it was like some sort of epic journey they'd gone on. They'd gone on some sort of massive, great, big journey over to somewhere really far away. But no, when you zoom out, it's not really very far at all. It's just like a sort of trip down the shops. Okay, right, fine. So my tiny mind has indeed been blown. But whatever the case, they went over there. They had a little look around this new area. They found the thing they were looking for, which was 9 advanced components, which is very, very good indeed. And then they came all the way back and brought them back to base, which is marvellous. And they've all come back now. They've settled back in. So they've dropped off the things they took with them. So we made them little bedrolls and all that kind of stuff. And all the medicine has been returned. The components have been, I think, already put to use. I think they might be already being put to use because we've only got 5 of them. And it's very, very convenient because making advanced components is going to take a heck of a long time. We've seen how long it takes to make a regular component. And that's just a normal component with no fancy stuff in it at all. So no gold and no plasteel and no whatever else. So yeah, advanced components are going to take a long time. So getting 9 of them effectively for free was very, very useful indeed. And what it's going to allow us to do, we can get Qunic some proper legs. So Qunic has spent the majority of this game either with 1 leg and a peg leg or 2 peg legs. So finally, Qunic is able to get some proper legs. And we're not just going to go for prosthetic legs. Oh, no, we're not going to do that. Qunic has waited a heck of a long time. So Qunic is getting proper bionic legs, which is very, very exciting indeed. Now, I think there's one here. Yeah, that's an unfinished one. So Mags is still working on that. And I think somebody in the comments said that it's up here in the storage area in a little box. Is that it? Yes, a bionic leg. So we've got one waiting. We've got one bionic leg poised for Qunic and the other bionic leg is being made down here on the fabrication bench. This is very exciting stuff. Qunic will no longer have to hobble around. Now, of course, we will need to do an operation. We will need to do an operation to affix the legs to Qunic, but I think that'll be fine. I think that will go absolutely fine. We've got wee hours at the helm doing the medical stuff there, so that's going to be very, very good. So we will get that sorted. And I think the last part, other than the big journey, sort of ticked over quite nicely. I think there was a fight between some people, wasn't there? They had a little bit of a scrap. And yeah, I think everything else just ticked over all right. The only issue we've got is animal starvation. So Spikle, the Yorkshire Terrier, is currently starving because they can't get access to any food because we've ran out of sort of the vegetable side of it. I mean, we've got a little bit of meat. We've got a tiny bit of delicious raccoon meat, but we've ran out of the sort of the vegetable-y side. So we haven't got any corn or rice or whatever to mix up to turn it into lovely kibble. And that is where the problem lies, I believe, because we can always go out and grab an animal. We can go and do some hunting very easily. In fact, I think, did we not? Yes, we sort of set these things, these wild boars, to be hunted last time. So they will turn into lovely meat eventually when everyone wakes up. But of course, we've got nothing to mix it with to make the kibble. So what we might need to do is, if we go down to animals, we might just need to, with these two, with the terriers, we might need to adjust their areas where they can go. And we might need to allow them into the kitchen a little bit. So if we put them into the stay indoors and don't die area, which has got a great big chunk of outdoors in it. So it's not the best named area I think we've got. But never mind. So if we have them going into that area... Hang on, what about that? Oh, they're animals indoors, please. How about we put those two there? So Michael and Spikle, brilliant names, can go into this area and they can eat some of the regular food. That's absolutely fine. They can just eat some of the regular meals. It's all good. The chickens can just wander about in that area up there. That is absolutely fine. I don't think the chickens are starving. And then the other creatures can wander about outside as well. And they can snack on the bushes and the shrubs and grasses and whatever. So they should be okay. If we get a message about the animal starving, we will go and sort that out. But hopefully that will sort out Michael and Spikle's food until we can get proper kibble back on the menu. Now, we've got obviously growing stuff in here. Do want to kind of get some more of those growing things in as well. So we need to look at that today as well. But the big thing really is I want to get Qunic's legs attached. That's kind of the big thing that I would like. I would like to get some legs for Qunic. Another thing we are going to do, however... how many blocks have we got? Not many granite blocks. That is a bit of a shame. I'd like to get a shelf in here. So in the little sort of hospital wing to store these on. To store the bionic parts on. Just because at the moment this bionic leg is lying around. It's such an amazing feat of engineering of ours. It's probably one of the most advanced things we've got. And it's lying there next to a jacket made of some fur, some camel hair, a jacket and a hat. And I just feel like it needs a little bit more sort of pride of place. So I'm going to go here. Let's put a copy of this. Let's just pop that. Ideally, I'd pop it up with the other stuff, but never mind. We'll put it there. Because I think we've got enough beds. I think those are it's the right amount of beds. Hopefully, we're never going to need more than 5 beds at any one time. If we do, let's just move that down a tiny little bit, shall we? So we could get a couple more beds in. Let's put that there. So we'll have that just there. And then, hang on, that's an awful shelf. Who built the awful shelf? Come on. Own up. Who built a terrible shelf? There we go. And another thing that has been suggested in the comments is that Redwin should possibly be doing some cleaning before hauling. Yeah, so Redwin is currently going to haul at priority 1, and then when there's no hauling left to do, they will go and do some cleaning. But it's been suggested that maybe we put hauling at 2 and get some cleaning at 1, because the base is looking pretty grubby, and Kathy is constantly making sort of artwork and stuff. So, yeah, while she's busy doing that, which we want to trade and make money and stuff, yeah, she's also not cleaning. Okay, right, so we've done some other stuff that's been suggested in the comments. There are many other comments for us to look at. Again, thank you very much, folks, for leaving comments and joining in. It's very, very helpful and very lovely. So, yeah, we'll try and go through as many of the comments as we can actually sort of get through. Also, with regard to, because last time there was a bit of confusion about the flak vests and the flak jackets. And I think what the general sort of, I did look online a little bit. Oh, hang on 1 second. A party? Colonel is throwing a party. Everyone who goes will gain recreation and social energy and a lasting positive mood boost. Okay, where is the party? Can we jump to the party? Is that the party spot? Oh yeah, this is where the party's happening. Okay, well hopefully people will join in the party. Like Hull, are you at the party? Yes, you are attending the party and you are just wandering. Wee Hours is attending the party and just playing some poker against herself, but okay, that's fine. Okay, right, so there's a party going on. That is very good news. That's good. That'll give everyone a nice mood sort of boost and what have you. And what was I saying? Oh, the jackets. Yeah, that was it. So I did have to have a little look online about this because it was a tad confusing, I will admit. That, yeah, so it said that the jackets seem to offer the same amount of sort of speed reduction, and it was all a little bit sort of baffling as to how they worked. So what I think the best thing is to do, it seems to be that you want people to have a flak vest and then a duster of some sort, maybe a devil strand duster. And I think, and I'm willing to be corrected, I think it's to do with clothing layers. So you can have certain layers of clothing. So you can have like a sort of an inner layer of clothing, a middle layer, and then an outer layer, and then also one on your head, I think. And if we look here, does that kind of pan out here? So maybe this is where they're wearing them. So that's one on their head. And then you've got on a flak vest, which I think is close to your chest, I would imagine. Then you'd probably wear a shirt over that, and then the jacket over that as well. So I'd imagine that that's kind of the 3 layers you've got there. So you've got inner, I'm imagining. And there, it says layer middle. So layer middle, layer skin, and layer outer. Right, okay, there we go. So we've mixed those up. So what's that layer? Skin. but that's on their legs, obviously. Bird skin pants. Can they not be yellow? You could have like big bird legs. That'd be great. So they're on sort of different layers of their body. So that one is on their skin. Then you've got that one is the middle layer, and then the flak jacket is the outer layer. So that's kind of how it works. Ideally, because I'm terrible when we get into a fight and I panic and sort of faff about, it would make sense for everyone to have a flak vest and a flak jacket. Although that will impact movement speed, it will give them the best chance of not being killed to death. So maybe we could do that. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. This is a bombshell that nobody was expecting. Oh, Redwin has told Wee Hours that it's not working out. Redwin and Wee Hours are no longer in a relationship. The final straw was rejected my proposal. Now that had happened before. Wee Hours had indeed rejected this proposal previously. And that's not good, is it? Croc quipped about cooking with lentils with Wee Hours. Hang on. This is good. So Croc quipped about cooking with lentils with Wee Hours. I'd love to hear that hilarious quip. 4 seconds ago. 3 seconds ago, Redwin told Wee Hours that it's not working out. So Redwin just runs in and goes, "But you dumped." And then, what's that? 2 seconds ago, they chatted about cannibals, but Wee Hours and Croc. So Wee Hours and Croc talk about lentils 4 seconds ago. Then cannibals 2 seconds ago. But in the middle of that very, very brief conversation, Redwin runs in and just goes, "You don't bite." It just runs out the room again. Okay, right. Well, that's certainly interesting. Now, that does give us a bit of a problem, because this bed here, they're not going to want to share this, are they? So currently, Wee Hours has been booted out. We're going to unassign Redwin, and we're going to give that to Wee Hours. So that's Wee Hours' bedroom. However, Redwin now no longer has a room, so you may have to go back into the spare room, Redwin. Oh dear. Okay, this is fine though. It's fine. That's why we have these rooms available. So there you go. You have your bedroom back. It's next to the treasury and the fancy prison barrack stuff. Oh dear. Oh, that didn't go at all well, did it? That was that was all sorts of bad. Another thing that I think we now need to get around to doing is, in this space just here, I think we need to grow ourselves some devil strand. Because this room has been sitting here for ages not doing anything. It was going to be a similar setup to this, and that's why the light is in the middle, the little sun lamp thing. But we can't, we've not got enough materials to fill this room in, let alone 2 of those. So I think what we'll do is, in the ground in here, we will just grow loads of devil strand. And apparently it takes ages to grow anyway. It takes a long, long time. So we'll just get it in now and then just leave it growing. Because we can use devil strand to make devil strand dusters, and they're apparently very, very good. So let's create a growing zone in the space that we can use. So that space there is covered by the lamp. Okay, that's good. And then, no, not expand the zone. Ah, yeah, look, it actually knows we want to do devil strand in there. Maybe it knows. Have I done that before and I've removed it? I don't know, but it now knows we want to plant devil strand in there. The only thing is we need to turn this thing on, and it might be a significant drain on our power resources. So what we'll do is we'll switch that on and we'll see how that goes. I am not averse to getting another battery in. What do we need to build ourselves a battery? Let's have a quick look at that. Power. Battery is 70 steel and 2 components. We've got 27 components right now. So let's just pop a battery into just there, just so in the day we can keep stuff topped up in the batteries and what have you. We might need another thing as well. Maybe another solar panel, possibly. What are they? 3 components and 100 steel. We've got loads of steel. Do you know what? Let's get 2. Let's add 2 of those in. Let's increase our ability in the daytime anyway. So hopefully we'll generate loads of power in the day to fill the batteries in. Okay, this is good. So we've got the other battery in. This is very good. And that is storing power. So stuff is going in. However, that lamp is not on. We could do with that lamp being switched on. Ah, they're getting stuff here. Oh no, not a cold snap. What? Hang on, aren't we in spring? Crikey, okay. Cold snaps can kill quickly by hypothermia. Be sure to build a heated space to survive, wear appropriate apparel, and try to harvest crops. Okay, well, we've got no crops because it's not the time of year for it. However, the chickens are now also dying. Right. Chickens, you might need to come inside. That hay is going to die as well. This is all quite unfortunate, isn't it? Is there anybody around in space? Is there anybody around in space that we could get to communicate with? Is there anybody there? No, there's no traders. I thought maybe we could go and buy ourselves a load of food or something, but no, seemingly not. Okay. I guess the chickens come in and eat the food as well. So maybe we'll put... Is it the 3 chickens? Yes, it's the 3 chickens. Okay. Right, animals, chickens. Yeah, so they're going to go out the cluck zone, which is a great name, and into animals indoors, please, where they can get access to the proper food. Okay, fine. So we'll have to do that. Hopefully they'll actually make it in before they die. But there we go. Look, so you can see Michael, and hopefully Spikel has had something to eat. Hopefully Spikel has had food. Yes, Spikel has had food. Okay, so that's good. So the chickens are coming in. Here come the chickens. Okay, so 2 of them. There's the 3rd chicken coming in. So they're going to come in and grab some food as well. More food is being made. And now, are we getting stuff out of here? Yes, we might have got... What have we got? Amounts of raw rice. Okay, so we've got some rice. Is anybody going over and doing the hunting? Or has that not happened yet? I don't know if that's happened yet. Have we got any meat? No, we only have 1 raccoon meat. So that's fine. We can get some more meat. It'll all be fine. But they are eating... The chickens are coming and eating the packaged survival meals right now. That's okay, I think. We can always make some more of those. As long as we've got plenty of food. We've got 51... regular meals, so 51 simple meals, 30 packaged survival meals, and then 8 of those nutrient-based slop things, and then obviously some tea and some beer as well. So I think we're okay. We're okay for food right now. Obviously the animals are going to be consuming the food that we want to keep for the humans. So ideally, as soon as we can, we want to be going and finding some proper stuff. Now, are we going hunting yet? Still no hunting happening. Who's supposed to be doing hunting? Who is going out and doing that? Hunting. Nobody's actually on number 1. Qunic is supposed to be doing hunting. But Qunic seems to be doing... research is over hunting. Okay, who else is doing hunting? Oh, nobody. Nobody is really set to do any hunting of any kind. That is possibly the issue there. Okay, Qunic, can we change you to go and do some hunting, please? So once you've done whatever research it is you're doing, go and do this, then go and do some hunting. Mags, how is that coming along? We've nearly got the other bionic leg. This is very exciting. Okay, Qunic, when you come back from your hunt, you might be able to have some bionic legs attached, which is so long overdue. It's been so long overdue, and it's done. The bionic legs are done, and this is wonderful. Okay, right, Qunic, this is it. Remember this moment. This is the last time you have to hop out onto your double peg legs and head out and do some hunting. I also think Beryl might be on the case as well. I think Beryl and Qunic are on it. Okay, yeah, lots of shooting and violence. You're all terrible shots still. Oh my goodness me, you guys can't hear anything. And Sibop has given birth. Oh no, and there's a cold snap. Okay, do we want all the animals to come inside? Do we want the animals to come inside? Particularly baby... I was going to say, where is it? Right. Dromedary calf 1. A female dromedary calf. Now, fortunately... I need my names. Where's the list? They're over there. Okay, right. I'm going to go and grab the list of names and draw out a name from the hat. Because we have names from when we named the chickens and the new dog. We still have a great big pile of names. So yes, we'll delve into the pile of names and name this dromedary calf here and call it something better than that. So say hello everybody to the newborn camel called Blue-tastical. There we go, Blue-tastical. Well done. You were the one that was lucky to be drawn out, and you are now part of our Rimworld story, which is very, very exciting indeed. So there you are. You're just a teeny tiny little calf, just having a little wander about and finding out what's going on and realising that it's really, really cold outside and perhaps you'd like to go inside for a bit because, yeah, it's -10 out there. It's -10 degrees and it's foggy. There is freezing fog. So, yeah, it's not always like this, Blue-tastical. It's not always like this. But there you go. Congratulations. Well done on joining our Rimworld story. So, yeah, you're in, which is very good. Now, I have been distracted. I can't remember what was going on. They were trying to hunt these over here, weren't they? They were trying to actually get us some meat, and they were making a really terrible job of it. Okay, right. We'll leave them to get on with that over there. Hopefully, they can bring back some meat, and then we can mix it with something, some berries or something, to get some proper food for the animals. Well, both Qunic and Beryl have come back home, and there's no dead animals down here in the chop the dead animals apart and turn them into lovely meat zone. So I think they must have failed. I think they must have failed in their mission to go out there and actually get some proper food, which is a bit of a shame. That's not very encouraging, is it? Come on, folks. That's rubbish. They're little sort of pig things. I mean, it looks like you have brutally injured them. I mean, I'm surprised they're still alive. They're going to be very, very hurt. There's a lot of them that are going to be very injured. So you're not even that injured. You're healthy, so we didn't shoot at you. And you're a little bit injured. Is that all you did? For all that shooting? Oh dear. Okay, that's not very impressive. Ash is deciding to wander out here in temperatures of minus 18 degrees C and pick up this. What are you doing? Hang on, Ash. What's going on here? What are you doing? Are you coming out to try and kill this thing while it sleeps? Is that your plan? Okay, Ash, what's going on here? You're gonna... Oh, that one was dead. Ah. Well, why didn't the hunters bring it back? Okay. Well done, Ash. At least you're showing a little bit of sort of intelligence there by bringing it in. Okay, marvellous. You chop it up. That's now meat. That's very encouraging. Now, we're mixing it with berries, which I imagine means kibble. Are we making kibble? Possibly yes, or possibly not. Maybe we didn't make kibble. Maybe we just looked after ourselves again. Which is why the chickens are in here eating all of your meals. Oh, we made a fancy meal, did we? Oh, well, la-di-da. We made a nice meal. Okay, fine. Right, now the light here has come on. They finally switched the light on in this room. Nobody has actually come in here. So that is a terrible temperature. The room is cold. Yes, of course. We're going to need a heater in that room, aren't we? We're going to need a heater to get the Devil Strand to grow. So let's build a copy. It doesn't really matter where we put it, does it? Pop it. Where's the stuff growing? In that area. It's a bit of a funny shape because it can't grow on certain bits of soil because that is sort of a stony sort of ground, whereas this is mud. So how about we put it right there? So we'll drop it there, so sort of on the corner there. So we'll grab that, we'll build a copy, we'll put that there, so it's as near as it can be to the Devil Strand, so we can keep it as warm as possible. So we can do with that going in. How are we doing for our solar panels? They're both in. That's very encouraging. Are they wired up and such? Yes, they are. I imagine it travels through, does it? Do you know what? Just out of pure paranoia, I'm just going to run that down there like that. Just to make sure. I imagine they're all connected, but it doesn't look like they go over, look. Those ones seem to be connected, whereas those ones are not. It doesn't look like the wiring went over. Or is that just me? Just there. That does not look like it meets that blue line there, whereas they sort of all match up, but these ones do not. Okay, never mind. Right, it's connected down there anyway, so hopefully that's generating more power, filling up the batteries. How's it looking? Yeah, lots of stuff going into the batteries. So the batteries are going to be all full, hopefully, by the end of the day. That would be quite nice. So if someone could come and plant some Devil Strand, that would be wonderful, because I kind of want that in now, because it takes ages to grow. So if someone could just come and do that, that would be splendid. Okay, that's a very interesting message on the right there. Again, it's another blue one, so it's a good thing. So yeah, it's a nice thing that's happening. So the first thing is that Croc has got an inspiration. So Croc has an inspired trade. That's good. That's always useful. So Croc can go and do the next trade negotiation, so he can get us some nice things and get us a better deal. So that's good. Okay. Labrador Retrievers join. A group of Labrador Retrievers, abandoned or lost, have wandered into the area. They seem accustomed to human contact and are joining the colony. Okay. How many? 3? So we've got Sam, Coquette, and Paloma. Okay. I'm not going to rename them. They have names. They have names. They have a history. You know, Sam has been called Sam probably for a long time. He's 7. Coquette, how do you pronounce that? Coquette, I'd guess, is 10. Okay, so yeah, Sam is 7. Coquette is 10, and Paloma is 2. I wonder if that's their daughter, possibly. That might well be their daughter. So I'm going to keep the names the same. Are they coming to join us then? So they're on their way down to us. Okay. right you are. I mean, the dogs can come into here. The dogs are allowed into the main area, I think. The only thing is, we are struggling a little bit for food. If we could get loads of food, that would be great, but we are struggling a little bit for food right now. And now the other thing is, what can we do with these guys? They can be trained for obedience. They can be trained to be released to attack. They can go and rescue downed people, and they can haul stuff. So we could use them as attack dogs. We could have attack Labradors. That would be very good indeed. Okay, that will be very useful. We need to build them some beds. We could do with building them some beds. I don't really want them to be out here in the barn. The barn is for the big barn animals, like the camels and the muffalos and the chickens. I kind of think the dog should be in here somewhere. How about we copy this? So we build a copy there. So we put a couple of beds at the end of there and one down here. Or is that annoying? That might be a little bit irritating. But down there is quite nice. How about we put one there next to the statue just here? So there we go. So we've got that done. So they can come in. Now, where are the dogs? Are they here already? Can they get in? Ah, right. Can the dogs get in? I don't want them to trigger the traps, but if they're part of our colony, I imagine they just walk straight in. Yeah, don't go over the traps, dogs. Don't go over the traps. Okay. So now, right, are they actually ours? Have they joined? Yes, okay, right. Pause game for a second. At the moment, we want you to go to be in this area, but that means you can't get to your beds, which is all a bit unfortunate, isn't it? But the temperature is not good out there. Maybe we need to create a new zone. Maybe we should create a new zone. I mean, they can wander around the home zone if they like, but that means they might be wandering around outside. That makes me a little bit nervous. People indoors. Do you know what? Let's put them into people indoors for now, so they can get to the areas where they probably need to be. There you go. Right, you can go into people indoors. They're on the animals indoors, please. They're on the muffalo roaming. And Ibex Doe number 1. Okay. Hang on, what? What do you mean Ibex Doe number 1? We have not acquired one of these, have we? Is this ours? Ibex Doe of the Cupboarders of Geek. Okay. When did we acquire you? Oh, there! An Ibex Doe has self-tamed. It is... What's going on? What's going on? Why are there so many animals around? Okay, right. I'm a little bit confused now. So lots of animals have joined us. Hello, Ibex Doe. Okay, what can you do? You can also be... right, so if we get you to be obedient and then release trained, that means you can go and fight things as well. Right. Okay, right. We have many, many creatures. However, we do have Ibex Doe number 1, which means we need to give it a name. Right, let me go back to the names and let's pick another lucky person to join the Rimworld journey. So the Ibex Doe that has self-tamed itself and has decided to join our colony somehow. I don't know how it's happened, but whatever it has, this Ibex Doe is called Ebba. Well done, Ebba. You have become part of the Rimworld story in, I'll be honest, a very unexpected way. I mean, the animals giving birth, I get that. The ones wandering in, dogs, I can imagine sort of wandering about and seeing our settlement and thinking, yay, nice owners, that's great, they've come in. I can kind of understand that. An animal just self-taming itself and then going, do you know what? Those humans over there, I like the look of those guys, is a little unexpected, but whatever, it's happened, and there you are. So you are part of the Rimworld story now, and you're an Ibex Doe, and you're age 10. I mean, it's all fine. You can come in as well then. Right, now this has all happened at a relatively bad time, because we are very, very low on food. We're very low on food for everybody. We've got 26 meals, and that is it. So we could do with getting a few more things killed. I mean, over here is a complete bloodbath. Look at it over here. That's where we've been trying to target those things. Is this grown yet as well? The ambrosia bush. Oh, because it's got cold again, hasn't it? Yeah, that's just been growing for absolutely ages. Right, let's have a look. The only thing is, sending people out is possibly a bad thing. Do you know what it might be time to do? It might be time to actually get Qunic some legs. I think that's what we need to do. So let's do... Oh, now I think somebody in the comments a long time back, maybe 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 videos ago, said it's probably worth doing both legs at the same time because we're going to want to get that sorted. So yeah, Qunic needs 2 legs attaching. So peg legs removing, 2 bionic legs attaching. So if we do it once, if we do one leg and then the other at different operations, that's going to be 2 different operations. That's 2 lots of risk. I think that's what they were saying. If I can just try and remember, I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's what we'll go for. So Qunic, I think is it into health operations, right? Let's add a bill. So install bionic leg, left leg. Yes. And can we do anything with this? Do we need to say who's doing that? Okay, no. And then also install bionic leg, right leg. Okay, so let's just check. Bionic leg, left leg. Bionic leg, right leg. So the peg legs will be removed, I assume. I don't think we need to say that we need to do that. You can euthanize people. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I don't think we need to say take the peg legs off. I think that's kind of implied. Okay, right. Now, how is this going to work? How is this going to work? I'm a little bit nervous. Now, Wee Hours is currently playing a little bit of playing some poker on her own again. She enjoys a bit of poker on her own. So, right. So we'll have to see how this is going to work. Does Qunic immediately go over to the bed? I'm not entirely sure. I assume Qunic is just going to wander straight down here. So let's see. So Qunic, are you going to go straight to the hospital bed? Is that where you're going? You are resting. So you're resting, what, in a hospital bed? Okay, bump. Right, you're there, you're resting. One patients are awaiting medical operations. Wee Hours, you're playing poker. Maybe be nice if you did this. Operate on Qunic. Oh my goodness me. Here we go, everybody. Qunic, say farewell to the peg legs and say hello to bionic legs. So I think, are you going up to grab the first bionic leg? That's the other bionic leg. Okay, this is this is a big moment. Qunic has been hobbling around on silly legs for absolutely ages. Qunic now has the chance to have 2 bionic legs. So Qunic currently unconscious. I assume in these medical kits here that we have some sort of anaesthetic to help ease the pain, because I imagine that's quite painful having bionic legs fitted. But there you go. So Croc coming in, helping out a little bit, making medicine and moving stuff about. Okay, let's move time on a little bit quicker. Right, in comes one of the Labradors just to see what's going on. Oh look, is that the peg leg? It literally is just a stump. It's just a wooden stump. Okay, so now let's have a look at this. So hang on, right, health. So your whole body is Anita. Your left leg is bionic. You have a bionic left leg, Qunic. This is amazing. Okay, right. Move time on very fast. Come on, please go well. Please go well. Please go well. Don't kill Qunic. Don't kill Qunic. Okay, so Qunic is currently anaesthetized. That's fine. So you're under, but 2 bionic legs. 2 of them. This is this is a historic moment, and away goes the peg leg. I think Qunic should keep them. Qunic should keep them, put them in her room and hang them on the wall, for old time's sake. But no, Qunic is done. I think Qunic now just needs to wait for the anaesthetic to wear off, and then she can get up and get on with doing stuff on her amazing bionic legs. So her efficiency will go up in terms of movement, I imagine, up to 125%. Oh my goodness me. Right, well, I think what we'll do is, when Qunic wakes up, we'll do some more hunting. We will set some more stuff and go and do some more hunting. Now, who's that? That's an ibex ram. We can hunt that one. That's not our one, is it? That's not Ebba. That's an ibex ram. So we'll go and hunt that one. It might possibly attack us. We'll deal with that. We'll sort that out if it happens. I'm just looking around here for anything else that we might be able to go and get. Right, these things here are pretty good. We'll try and go and get some of these things over here because they're quite nearby. Also, we'll have that raccoon as well. There we go. So we'll try and go and grab some meat. I think Beryl's off for the minute. So Qunic, when you wake up... Oh, Ash is back in here, of course, Ash is. When you wake up, Qunic, hopefully you can go and do some hunting on your amazing super bionic legs. And Qunic is out there. Qunic has decided that now is the time to go and use these bionic legs. And look how quick she is. Qunic is absolutely flying around the place on her super bionic legs. Okay, so you're going to come over here. You're going to hunt the ibex doe as well. Are you hunting the same one? Are you hunting the same thing? Oh, you're hunting a completely different one. I imagine... Just get nearer, Qunic, for goodness sake. It's walking away. You've got bionic legs. Can we not give you a bionic brain as well? Yeah, that one's down. So Beryl has one just there. So that is some meat for us. That's quite useful. Yep, there we go. Right, so we've got that one. So we need to get more food. We need more food now. I'm tempted. I know we've got these things in here. Do I plant a field quick? Let's get some more of these. Let's get some more food growing in here. That's got to be a good thing. So we'll get some more rice plants in, because rice is sort of really versatile and it grows very quickly and all that kind of stuff. Now, how was this laid out again? How much steel do we have? Loads of steel. And how many components did one of those things take? It was in production. Hydroponics basin, 1. So I think we could build, what have we got? 20 components. We could possibly fill that up. We could get all that done, and then we've got enough steel to make more components, up to 20 again. So I think maybe we'll get all of this sorted. That could be very handy, couldn't it? I love the fact that we've got dogs. This is brilliant. Okay, hang on. We need them to be trained to do all the stuff. Hang on a minute. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. You, Doggles be the third. You come here. You can be trained to do all the stuff. And where's the other dog? There. Is it you? You're already set to do all the stuff. You do all the stuff as well, dogs. Right, everybody train the dogs as well. That could be very, very handy. Right, let's go and find out how to lay this thing out with all the hydroponics basins in the right place so we can maximise the space. Okay, this is what we'll do to get the basic shape sorted. So I think I know what I need to do once these ones are in. So we've got these two at the top here. Then we've got this one underneath, which is slightly offset. One down the side, and then one across the bottom. And then all we need to do for the rest of them is just fill them in down here. So we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more, just filling in that gap. And that will be it. So that'll be all of them full. Now what I think we'll do is, we will have all of those as rice. These ones here are the tea, which is good. That is the beer. That is cotton, so that's quite good. That's rice, that's rice. I think all those are rice up there. And then we've got a couple of heel root ones in the middle as well, which is always useful. So all of the other ones can be food. We really, really need the food. We need rice. We've got a lot of people, and we've got an awful lot of animals now. We've got so many animals. Oh, I've just thought the intro... the intro to Rimworld is going to go on forever now. Okay. So let's get those in. So it's going to cost 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be 500 of our steel there and 5 of our components. But I think it's probably worth it in the long run. That's why we have all the steel, to spend it on useful things. And look, Croc's going through getting some stuff. I think by default they do build these as rice, don't they? I think by default they are rice plants. Now we can't see, unfortunately. So let's have a look. So ours is on it. So, and rice plants. Yeah, okay, that's fine. If they come up as rice plants, that is all good. Let's just check this one as well. So if it's come up as rice, yeah. Okay, right. I'm happy those other 3 will also be rice plants. So when that switches on, and somebody comes and plants stuff in here, that's another, 8 sort of squares of rice we should be getting, which is good because food is looking pretty low. We've got precision rifling. We can make assault rifles. Okay, right. Hang on a minute. So we can make assault rifles. What do we want to get now in terms of research? Okay, I don't think we want any of this stuff down here. Cocoa might be quite good, but it's another thing that we have to grow, and we don't need it. We've got the tea, and we've got beer, so I think that's fine. Psychi, I don't like doing that. Wake up, that's another drug. Go juice, it's a drug, and that thing, oh, that might be useful. That might be useful, actually. That is the, I don't know how you say it, penoxycycline or something like that. That's the prevention drug. Although we do have 23 of that available. We do give that to Ash, because Ash is very sickly. So we do give that to Ash. So maybe we should get that, possibly, so we can make some more. But we do have 23 of it right now. And I think she has it once every 5 days or something. I've just noticed that the ibex doe has come in and is sleeping in one of the beds. Okay, that's fine. And the camels are forced to sleep outside. Bristly and Chunky Loki are outside. Oh dear, that's probably not very good, is it? We possibly need to get some more beds into here as well. Hang on a minute. Let's build a few beds in here as well. Let's get another 3 beds into that area, just in case. We're probably gonna get more creatures coming in. And in fact, Where is Ebba the Ibex Doe? Where are you going to be? So you're being in the... I know you're that one. So you're unrestricted. Can you go into the people indoors? Maybe? You could probably wander outside, can't you? Can you go out here with where the muffalo roam? You can probably eat all the little grasses and things. Okay, animal starvation. Poison stinger. There. Chunky Loki. Right, okay. Okay, so these ones are starving as well now. Yeah, we really do need to get some food sorted for the animals. It doesn't help. It doesn't help that it's all really cold outside either, and these little plants aren't going to be growing. Okay, do we expand the area that they can go to? Because there must be some more things to eat. There's little sort of shrub things up there. So how about we allow them to go into that area? There might be something in there that they can eat. And then that looks like some bushes and stuff. So go into that area and then maybe just come down past those. I don't want to go past those sandbags though, to be honest. They might get caught up in a bit of a firefight if they go over this side. So how about you go to there? Right, yeah, we just need more food. We need more food. Can we have a trader person come by and then we can just buy massive loads of food? I'd be quite happy with that right now. I'd be very happy with just buying massive piles of food just so everybody can eat. Okay, it's getting to the point where all of the animals now are starving. There's no food out here for the animals. We are in a bit of a situation. So we need to do something about this quite soon. So how much food have we actually got? We've got 32 simple meals. And that is about it. I don't think we've got much else. We've not got much else in the way of food coming in. We might have to just go over to wildlife. There's not even that much wildlife around. There is not very much wildlife around at all because it's all too cold, so they're not coming out. Yeah, it's minus 13 degrees C out there. So, I mean, we could go and get those three. So go and get the ibex does and the ibex rams. The timber wolf is a bit injured. Get the hares and the rats because that's just extra food. Cougars, grizzly bears and mega sloths might be a little bit of a challenge, as might be a lynx and a timber wolf. So we'll get those 6 animals in first and we'll see how that does for food. We could do with this stuff growing incredibly quickly. I mean, that's 89% grown, so we could get some rice and stuff in very soon. But in the meantime, I think all of the animals need to kind of come into the inside bit. So people indoors. Well, that needs revising anyway. So let's put all the animals onto people indoors. They're going to be on the indoors bit. Right, hang on a minute, and then go to here, go to expand areas. Right, the people indoors area. So they can go into here now, because that is where people can go indoors, like so. They can go there if they want to, wander about there. They can also go there, because that is indoors. They're not going to go in here, because they will eat the food. They will eat the stuff out of the bays. So we won't put them in there, and we won't put them in there either. I suppose technically they should be allowed to go into there. So there we go. Right. People indoors. But we should have them... hang on. There's an animal indoors, isn't there? Isn't there an animal indoors bit? So hang on. We'll do that for people indoors. So that's that sorted. What other ones were there then? So the cluck zone is for the chickens. That's fine. People indoors is for people to stay inside if something bad is happening. Animals indoors, please. Okay, maybe we need to change that zone. Let's do that. And then we've got Michael the dog inside... Michael the dog outside, and then where the buffalo roam and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's adjust animals indoors, please, to encompass all of the indoors areas except where there's food that's growing, which they can eat and then cause trouble. There we go. There is the animals indoors zone, and then we just need to tell all the animals to actually abide by those rules. So go into the animals indoors zone, please, where there will be food, and they're all going to run into here and eat food. So now animal starvation is just Sasquatch, who's a muffalo, who's asleep. Okay, right, so we can't really do much about that right now. Chunky Loki's got food poisoning from a packaged survival meal. Of course, is an incompetent cook. Okay, hopefully that will be sorted out. Is this Sasquatch coming in to eat some of our precious human meals? And then you will hopefully not be starving anymore. Yay, right, animal starvation has been sorted. I mean, we might be on for a spot of human starvation at some point. This could be a problem. And we need to pick a research project. Yeah, I got distracted there. Didn't know. Who'd have thought that would happen? How about a vitals monitor? Just in case people do get injured, which might be happening if we're going to start getting attacked. We might need that in. So that could be quite handy. But then do we want to start getting stuff like this? Deep drilling. Build deep drills for extracting resources from underground. You need a ground-penetrating scanner to find the resources. So this is a little bit backwards. So you get deep drilling, but you can't do any deep drilling until you've got a ground-penetrating scanner. That could also be quite useful. That could be very, very handy. Not so bothered about barrel weapons. Miniguns, yeah, they sound very inaccurate. A shield belt sounds quite good. They use momentum repulsion technology to block range attacks coming in or going out. They sound quite good. What does a moisture pump do? It can turn wet ground dry and convert soft sand into normal sand. Yeah, that's a bit boring, isn't it? I like the idea of shield belts. Can we start building shield belts? They sound fun. Yeah, there's only 1,000 points. Yeah, let's get one of those in. And then we might have to go down sort of deep drilling and all that kind of stuff. But okay, right. Yeah, we'll get ourselves some fancy sounding shield belts first. And mercifully, the cold snap is over. That is excellent news. The cold snap can go away, which means that things outside might start growing, because that's the problem. All these sort of little shrubs and bushes and things outside are not growing because it was too cold. But now it's the cold snap was very sudden, because now it's 19 degrees C outside. It was like -1 or something before that. So, okay, so we've got ourselves a nice bit of temperature going on, which is good. So all the stuff out here can grow. What's going on down here? Was something broken? What was going on down there? Maybe there was something broken. Okay, so that's good. We can get this field back into here, this growing hay again. That could be quite useful, because hay is a nice food stuff. Hopefully the animals can all now sort themselves out a little bit. We might need to leave them inside for a bit longer. We have got 29 meats. We could make a couple more meals. Right, how are we doing for the wildlife? Right, this is excellent. Okay, right, much stuff is coming back. Right, we'll have a hare and we'll have all the muffalos. Just all the muffalos, please. Just bring back lots and lots of meat. There's a big herd of them over here, look. Let's just get them. Let's just kill them, shall we please? Because that's going to be just meat, and meat we can make food, and that's what we need to live at the minute, because we haven't got enough to feed all of the gazillion animals we now seem to have acquired. I mean, I suppose in theory we could sell some of the animals. We could sell some if it comes to it. We come to the fact that we're struggling for food because we've got so many creatures. Here we go. Oh no, Ebba. That's probably the wrong time for you to be wandering around here, isn't it, Ebba? Don't look at this. There's nothing to see here. Move along. And once again, Rimworld is being very, very kind to us. Some cargo pods. Okay, let's find what that is. It's kibble. It's exactly what we need. Okay, right. Everybody go and grab this right now. This is utterly crucial. That's brilliant. That is a blessing. Rimworld, what are you doing? Why are you being so nice, Rimworld? Also, we have one muffalo in there as well. We could do with somebody going to chop them up because we only have 11 meals left and 5 packaged meals. I mean, they can eat the packaged meals. I'm not too fussed. But yeah, if we could get this in, get that stuff back at base, get the kibble in, that's got to be... Can you only carry one lot at a time? Oh, look at this. Everyone's running in. Everyone's like, yes, great. Get the kibble so the animals can get off our food. This is excellent. Okay. Where are they putting the kibble? Oh, they've loaded some kibble into here. So that's now being... That's good. So then hopefully we'll put the rest of the kibble into here eventually. Yeah, at some point. There we go. Right. Okay, now I think what we can do is we can put the animals back into where they're supposed to be. So, right, let's just go and put the animals back into their appropriate zones. What happened to Ambi the hen? Why is Ambi the hen unconscious? Ambi, what's going on? You've had an alcohol. Oh no. Oh dear. Right, okay, so it turns out that the hens have been drinking beer, and it's not advisable for a hen to drink beer because it makes them black out and gives them pain and makes them not very well. Okay, right, well, Ambi, that'll teach you. Don't go and get drunk. You shouldn't drink the beer. Right, I think we possibly need to sort this out now. Yeah, that probably wasn't the wisest move. How does the hen open the bottle? How do they get the lid off? Okay, I think all the animals are where they're supposed to be in terms of their areas. What we're going to do is we're going to delete the Michael the dog inside zone. So we're going to get rid of that. And then Michael the dog outside, we're going to rename that because it's now just not Michael the dog. So can we have Michael the dog? Can we have and friends? Oh no, we can't have Michael the dog and friends outside. Okay, that's a shame. Let's just have dogs outside. So we'll call it dogs outside. So that gets rid of one area out of this list anyway. So we've got where the muffalo roam for the muffalo. Dogs outside is where the dogs can roam around outside. We do need to adjust that a little bit. We need to fiddle about with that slightly. So I'll go and tweak that in a minute. Stay indoors and don't die is a little bit of a weird one. because it means they're going outside as well, which is strange. Animals indoors, we did that. People indoors, and then the cluck zone is for the chickens. Okay, let's just go and have a fiddle about with the dogs outside zone and just make it, it's all a bit all over the place. It kind of allows them into that room and stuff. So let's just go and tweak that. There we go. So they can't get anywhere where there is food that they shouldn't be eating unless we explicitly tell them to do so. So they can't get into the kitchen. They can't get into the growing zone. They can't get into the Devil Strand room, which is completely still not being used by anybody. Someone go and plant that, for goodness sake. But they can get to their own little bit over here. So they can get to where that kibble is and all that kind of stuff. How are we doing with grabbing the kibble? There's still a bit left. There's still 28, 13 and 16. There's still quite a bit of kibble out there. So yeah, it'd be handy if we could go and grab that stuff. But I think, is it getting late? Yeah, okay, it's midnight. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, it's midnight. No one's going to go out and do the stuff right now. But hopefully someone will go and do that sooner rather than later. And that gives us just a little bit more food for the animals. Oh, good grief. Spikle has given birth now. Oh my goodness me. We may have to sell some of the animals. The animals are now outnumbering the people by a great quantity. Okay, so Spikle has given birth. So now where is the new one? So animals. So we should now have another one. Philip, the Yorkshire Terrier, is a brilliant name. There you are. Oh, tiny little Yorkshire Terrier. Okay, we'll set that. Right, back to the names list for a third name. This is the third name. It's a good job we got all those names out of the hat and I kept them. So give a big Rimworld welcome to the son of Michael and Spikle, who is going to be called Max Master. So there you go, Max Master. You are also in the Rimworld story. Oh, we've got so many creatures. So many animals, and one of them is completely off their face on alcohol. Ambi the hen is just drunk. This line, this red line here, just means terrible hangover. I think that's what that means. So there we go. Right, so we've got another baby animal. We've got all sorts of stuff going on. We have no food. Oh no, we do have a bit of food. I thought we got no food. We've got a tiny bit of food for the people, which I think is possibly more important. So we do need to get some more food. All this is looking pretty good. Lots of rice growing here, and it's growing pretty quickly as well, which is very, very good for us. So that's sort of 80% grown. So yeah, that's very handy. That's all good. We could do with getting those extra 6 bays in for some more rice. That would be very, very useful. But I think what we'll do is we shall wrap things up for now. Again, Rimworld sort of being nice to us. Nothing really bad happened there, did it? Again, I don't really know what's going on. I mean, I've checked the settings and we're definitely on the right setting. We're not on the sort of whatever it was, builder setting, whatever it was called, where we don't have to, when nothing bad happens. We're on the right settings. So either I'm just being incredibly, incredibly fortunate right now, or Rimworld is building up to something quite terrible indeed. Hopefully it's the former, but it's something bad's going to happen. A big ship's going to crash down here, like that poison ship did before, and big robots are going to come out, and it's all going to be horrible. Or it's going to crash over here, probably crash on our solar panels, and cause all sorts of other issues. But we shall see what happens next time out, because we shall finish things up for now. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, then please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here in Rimworld. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. Oh no, not the piggy wigs. Want them to be healthy. Happy pigs, please. Raspberries, raspberries, raspberries everywhere. I went through and sold a load of turkeys as well, and they still come back. They're still coming back to haunt me. The soil moisture's going down. We need rain. We need rain. What's going